This is the football field, or sort of part of it. It's a pretty decent sized stadium.
We'll come back to it so we can look at the turf.
Yeah.
The talk of the town.
I have pictures of the turf actually, I think. Well,
Fair
maybe
Park
not.
Stadium. That's
so,
where Dad broadcast.
Yeah, this is called Fair Park Stadium, Dad broadcast. This is the front of the high school. That's where you enter. And then, of course, the football field with the new turf. Baseball field. Seymour didn't get softball until I became a freshman, I think. I think it was between volleyball and softball, and they decided to get softball.
The major differences probably between Seymour and Graham, in my opinion, are Graham has a whole lot more retail to offer as far as places to shop and places to eat.
The difference between the Denton area and the Seymour area is mainly the population and the availability of shopping.
And this is how we generally get to our store. We have one main grocery store in town. It's called the IGA, but we like to call it the IGA here in Motown. And that's it right there. Lots of people getting ready for Thanksgiving, so there's lots of cars over there. Sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's not. Our drugstore over here, as you can see.
Now I have dealers, if anybody's wondering about that either. Just kidding.
She might not be, but. And then we have our lovely Dollar General here, which is pretty much where everybody goes to get toiletries or maybe little gift basket items. And how did you come to live in Seymour?
Had an opportunity to own a farm here, which I didn't feel like I had in Wichita Falls, where I started.
So how did you come to live in Seymour?
Well, in 1979, my mom and dad decided to move back to Seymour. My dad was originally from Vera, Texas, and my mother grew up in Seymour.
Okay.
So my dad got an opportunity to work in Seymour for the government, and we moved back there in 1979. I believe I was in 4th grade.
I moved to Denton in the 60s. I'm not going to tell my age because it's pretty old. And lived there until I graduated from North Texas and moved to Fort Worth. So I moved to Fort Worth and lived there for about 10 years and then remarried and moved to the Seymour area.
What would you say are some of the things that you liked about living in Seymour?
Well, Seymour was a great community. I always tell everybody it was probably one of the best places that I've ever lived in my life. And they say, well, what do you like about Seymour more than anything else? And what I liked about Seymour more than anything else was the people in Seymour. They were very, very, very nice people.
Right.
The community always works together. I was president of the Chamber of Commerce in 1996 and 1997 and really enjoyed working in the community. And,
the things that I liked probably the best is raising children in a small town situation. I love getting to know all the people, teaching all the children, and knowing also that everybody has an eye on my children. I love making lifelong friends with people that I know if they move, they would only move across town, and I could walk to their house easily. I've enjoyed living in Seymour, and I can't imagine living anywhere else.
So what do you like about Seymour?
I like the small town atmosphere, and I like the ability to be able to get around in a hurry and the slower pace.
So over there we have
Our fountain, our rainbow fountain.
I don't know if it still comes on at the moment since it's fall, but it has different colors and it's very romantic and pretty. And it has recently been renovated by Todd Hendricks. Is that correct? Or Danny or somebody. Somebody we know has fixed the fountain. It didn't work for years. This is the cactus juice plant right here, isn't it?
Yes. But that went out of business a couple years ago, and people bought it, and we are now putting wind generators.
Oh, well, that is pretty cool. So here you have the approaching, well, we are on the Archer City Highway, and then this is the new highway that was just built recently. Pretty convenient for us, but maybe not for some people who live on the other side of town. Something also kind of cool is we have these brick roads that were built back in the Great Depression, I believe. Is that right? Were they built? I don't know. I think I heard that once. That they were built back when people were looking for jobs. And Kristen, do you have any small little facts you would like to share about Seymour?
There actually is a dinosaur named after Seymour because Seymour is the best place to dig for him, and it's also best for the Permian basin, not basin, but land time, I guess. I don't really know. The history about this little thing right here.
I don't know what is the history of this whole thing.
Pretty much since like the 80s, everyone has, each class each year writes seniors, whatever year it is, and then the following year they change it to their class, and I think that's kind of neat.
So that's pretty much the town of Seymour in a nutshell. Not super big, not little either, but easy to get around, and we like it. So that's it.